Okay then my friends, in the previous lesson we added two new content models to the Hygraph project, which were a post model and a page model, right? And now we're going to add some entries for both of those models. I'm going to start with the pages model to add an about page. So I'm going to make sure we have that model selected, and then we can click on this button to add a new entry. So now on this page, we can see text inputs for all the fields that we added to the page model, and we can fill those out for this new page record, or entry if you like. So let's start with the title field, which is the title of the page, and I'm just going to type about with a capital A for this. And notice when I start typing this title, the slug is being auto-populated based on that title, because when we added that slug field in the model, we told it to auto-generate based on that title field. So that's nice. It's one less thing for us to fill in. For the page content, notice that we've got this rich content editor with all these different formatting tools at the top, so we can make text bold, italic, underlined. We can add headings from 1 to 6, and we can add links, block quotes, lists, images, etc. And later, when we query this content from the front end, we're going to get this rich content returned to us in an HTML format, which we can then render in the page, which is nice. Anyway, I've already got a bunch of content copied to my clipboard, which I'm just going to paste into this field. And it's all pretty basic lorem ipsum stuff with a couple of headings, some bold text, a block quote, and a link. So now then, I want to save this entry. But not only that, I also want to publish the entry. And when we publish it, we basically make it publicly available so that we can fetch it from the front end. If we save it without publishing, then it's saved on a Hygraph, but we won't be able to fetch it from the front end because it's not going to be public yet. So I'm going to save and publish this page by clicking on the button up here. And then we'll need to confirm this action by clicking on this next button as well in the modal. Once we've done that, the page is then published. And if we click on the back button up here, we should see that entry listed, and we should see that it's published. Awesome. Okay, so next up I want to create some blog posts. So now we need to click on the post model and then on this button again to add a new post entry. And for the most part, the fields in post entries are going to be the same as page entries, except for the summary field and the thumbnail field. But to be honest, we're not actually going to be adding any thumbnail images just yet anyway, because I want to talk about assets and images in a later video. So let's add one post entry together first of all, and then maybe off camera, I'm going to add a bunch more as well. All right, so first of all, the title, and I'm going to give this one a title of Top 10 Mario Kart Tracks. And again, notice when I'm typing this, the slug field is being auto-populated with a URL-friendly version of the title, where the spaces are getting replaced by hyphens. So then, next up is the summary, and I'm just going to paste in this summary to save me typing it out from scratch. And then the content is below that, and again, I'm just going to copy this and paste it in as well. And this is just, same as before, a bunch of lorem ipsum paragraphs with a little bit of formatting, nothing special. And again, we're not going to add a thumbnail right now, so that we can just save and publish this as is. And we're going to hit this button up here to do that, and we'll confirm that action in the modal. And now we've got one blog post. So what I'll do now is pause the video here. I'm going to add a few more posts off screen, and then I'll come back when I'm done. Alright, so I've added 10 posts in total now, which gives us quite a lot of content to work with later. And we've also got that single about page as well. So now we can start using the Hygraph GraphQL API to query all of this content from the front end. But before we do that, I just want to show you one more nice feature in the Hygraph Studio, and that is the API Playground. And the API Playground is somewhere we can put together and test out our queries based on the models and content we've created for this project so far. This is actually just using a tool called GraphQL, I think that's how you pronounce it, under the hood, which is embedded then into this Hygraph Studio. And the cool thing about this tool is that if we click on this Explorer button, which looks like a little folder icon, then it's going to show us all the resources and content we can query. And right here, we can see the two types of content that we've already added, pages and posts. So we can query a single page or multiple pages, and the same is true for posts as well. Now, if we click on one of these, for example, the posts, then we should see this section on the right update to show a query to fetch the posts. So it's constructing this query for us based on what we click on over here, which is really nice. And say for each post, we want the title field and the summary field. Well, we can just click on those options over here, and then they're going to get added to the query. Now, I just want to mention right now that this series is not going to be a tutorial about GraphQL in itself. Yes, we're going to be constructing queries to fetch content, and yes, I'm going to be explaining them, but I'm not going to be diving into the technicalities so much or how queries are constructed from scratch. If you want to learn more about GraphQL from the ground up, then I've got a whole crash course about it, which I will leave a link to down below this video. Anyway, this query now says we want to fetch all the posts, and for each post we only want the title and summary fields. And we can test this query by hitting the play button up here, and after a moment we should see the response over on the right. Awesome. Alright, so let's try another one by closing the posts option down over here, and notice when we do that it gets removed from the query on the right. This time then, let's try querying just a single post, so we'll click on that single post option. And when we query for a single entry, we normally have to explicitly say which entry that we want, right? And we can do that with Hygraph's API by using the where filter. So if we click on that to expand it, we should see a few options. And one of those options is the slug. So if I want to query a post where the slug is equal to a specific value, I could click on this. And then I could add that slug value, which is going to be top 10 Mario Kart tracks with hyphens instead of spaces, right? Okay, so notice as I write this that value is being updated over here on the right where the query is being built as well. And this is now saying that we want to fetch a single post where the slug is equal to this value. Okay, so once we've done that, we should also specify what fields that we want back from that post, which could be the title and the summary again. You could add more if you wanted to, but I'm just trying to keep the response quite lean for now. So now we could hit this play button to send the query and see the response, which should just be that single post with the title and summary fields, which it is. Awesome. So then, that's how to use this API playground in Hygraph, and we will be coming back here later to construct and test queries before we use them in the front end. Next up then, we're going to connect our front end to this Hygraph project using a GraphQL client called Graphql.